Hi, cigar fanatics. Buzz here with you to review today a cigar I'm really digging from Sam Leccia. It's the Luchador Frog Splash, Luchador El Gringo Frog Splash. Now, Sam Leccia's story in the cigar world is a very interesting one. He started out as a rep for the Oliva Company, a sales rep. He would go around and sell cigars to all the cigar reps, and it was a successful one, but he also enjoyed rolling his own cigars. And one day, of course, he created the nub cigars, they sold a whole bunch of those with Oliva, and his relationship with Oliva eventually ended, and he started to found his own company, but there were contract issues. And it's a long story. Sam Leccia's story is long and convoluted, but it seems to have come to a good place. He started his own company, Leccia Tobacco. I say it's Leccia. I don't know if that's how the name was originally pronounced, but if you're going to be in the cigar business, I think that's a smart pronunciation, Leccia Tobacco. So Leccia ends up working with the Toranos, who then get bought out by General Cigar. General Cigar provided this cigar for me to review right here. And what I think Sam Leccia's incredible talent is in the cigar business is not in his blending and his rolling, which is, he's created, the nub, which a lot of people enjoy. I enjoy it as well. And right up to these cigars. But really, I think he really is brilliant at how to market cigars, from being a rep and knowing what sells in the stores, and more importantly, perhaps, what the stores will buy, what the stores will think will sell. He's good at marketing these cigars. He's good at creating cigars that will sell. So it's a shame that he's been passed around so much to different companies. But now, by Leccia Tobacco, last year, the 2014, he came out with the Luchador line of cigars, which use lucha masks on the band. Isn't that cool? If you're a fan of wrestling, you recognize the infamous luchador masks, and they're in Mexican wrestling especially, they're treated with great reverence. They're treated with they're sacred, in fact. So it really fits in with the cigar world very well. And if you're a wrestling fan like me, you'll love some of these names of this new line. Squared Circle, which is a nickname for the ring. The Pile Driver, very famous move. Chin Music, which is based on a finishing move by Shawn Michaels, the Sweet Chin Music. And this one, the Frog Splash, is an especially lucha-friendly name, since it was the finishing move of the late, great wrestler who died in 2005, Eddie Guerrero, which I was so moved by his passing that I bought one of his t-shirts. It's the only wrestling t-shirt I've ever bought, was a in memoriam t-shirt for Eddie Guerrero. So I really dig it. And the mask depicted on the band there is a pretty close copy of the mask worn by the most famous luchador in America, of course, Rey Mysterio. And the mask is, I wouldn't say it's an outright rip-off, but it's the shape is reminiscent. If you notice, the cheek parts there are tobacco leaves, very smart. But it's just a brilliant idea for a cigar band, and I'm surprised no one's ever thought of it before that I've ever seen. But let's get to the cigar, shall we? It's all about the cigars, right? I'm going to go ahead and take this band off, the Leccia Tobacco band, because this is definitely a keeper from my collection. Dig it very much. It got Sam's signature there on the band. Very cool, very cool. So marketing-wise, A+ on that one right there. Now, the Frog Splash is the biggest ring gauge of this line of cigars, the second series of the Luchador cigars. I think the original came out last year, 2014, and now just introduced at IPCPR 2015. The El Gringo line, which includes this cigar, 4 sizes, and again, now part of General Cigar Company. The original line was blue and red. Now, the original line was green and red. Now they're blue and red in the box. Very cool boxing. I mean, Sam Leccia is just brilliant at putting together marketing packages for cigars. So these ought to sell very well. This is the biggest ring gauge one at a 70 ring gauge and only 4.5 inches long. So it is reminiscent of the nub line, but this being both the biggest ring gauge and the shortest at 4.5 inches. Suggested retail price $8.25, and so far I'd say definitely worth it there. 6 tobacco blend, Check out this filler. Pennsylvania Ligero? Sweet. I get that in there, and it has a bite like any American tobacco does, except for, Connecticut. And Pennsylvania Ligero, Nicaraguan Ligero from Esteli, Jalapa Ligero, and Viso from Esteli. The binder is a Nicaraguan Habano, and the wrapper is Nicaraguan Oscuro. So, wow, quite a blend there, definitely unique. 3 different Ligeros in there. And it started out medium. You read that ingredient list, you read those leaves that are in there, and you think, man, this cigar is going to punch you in the face. Well, unlike the Nub brand, which was designed to give you the same flavor throughout, to give you that flavor punch right at the beginning and throughout, this one did start out quite mild, quite smooth, and then now that I'm this way, I've already lost a little bit of ash off of it. Sorry, I would have loved to show you the full ash, but it was hanging on there good, but right before I started the video, it fell off. Now I'm about a quarter of the way through. Yeah, a little dark cocoa, toasted almond, a hint of pepper, but the flavor stayed the same, but as I've moved my way through this cigar, it's become a little bit more pronounced, a little bit more flavor as you head into the cigar. Definitely a party cigar after a nice steak and with a few beers on the way. I'm enjoying the beer I'm enjoying today. I won't even disclose to you because it's embarrassing, but as you see, I'm enjoying it in my Tennessee Cigar and Brewfest 2014 commemorative beer glass, which you can get at the 2015 Tennessee Cigar and Brewfest coming up October 24th, 2015. If you have a VIP ticket, you get the swag bag, which comes with one of those commemorative glasses, several free cigars. As far as I know at this point, not a Luchador or Gringo Frog Splash, but a lot of good cigars being added to that. This is going to be the best year ever for the Tennessee Cigar and Brewfest if you're a cigar fan. Get your tickets at cigarandbrewfest.com. They're on sale right now. Definitely worth the extra money for the swag bag with the VIP. You get in an hour early. You get cigars. You get lots of other freebies. You get to try special beers that that aren't available to general admission ticket holders, and some munchies and a whole bunch of other stuff. So go to cigarandbrewfest.com for the latest on that. Tickets are on sale now. Again, October 24th, 2015 at the Tennessee Cigar and Brewfest at the Jackson Fairgrounds. Get you one of those. So, man, my sincere congratulations to Sam Leccia. I've been following his story since I heard the story of how he created the Nub and his relations with Leccia Tobacco, which maybe didn't appreciate quite what a firebrand they had on their hands, and they ended up letting him. Their relationship didn't work out. Hey, maybe he's one of those tortured geniuses. I don't know, but he's great. You got nuts with it. The pre-smoke flavor had a hint of manure, which I always look for. I don't know why I like cigars that smell like horse manure, but I always am attracted. I'm like, I know this is going to be a good cigar. Dark chocolate and a whole bunch of cedar. Earthy, but cedar, little oak, dark coffee. My congratulations to you, Sam, on another great cigar. Here's hoping that Sam Leccia finally gets some stability in his cigar-making life, because we want to see a lot more cigars coming from Sam Leccia. I personally especially enjoy this line. I mean, how could you not want to smoke a cigar that has a lucha mask for a band? If you're a wrestling fan, you got to pick up some of these just for wrestling fun, if you're a wrestling fan. So I don't know if Sam's a wrestling fan, but a lot of inside not jokes, but a lot of inside references on the cigar here, which I dig. Incredible lineup. So again, that's from General Cigar. Should be available in your tobacconist now, because if your company doesn't carry General Cigar, then they're really being rebellious. Good for them. Get you some. And again, head to cigarandbrewfest.com.